So some clown came in my comments section saying some holy F. I can't get through this video with the slow ass narrating. Don't recommend. Well, no one told you to watch my video anyway. And here's the thing. If you can't get through at least a minute of watching a dang on video, then that's a you problem. That's not a me problem, for the record. Then someone else says, seriously, dude, had me tapping out at 2 minutes. Well, once again, that sounds like a you problem, sir. Okay, that's just the way I talk. Excuse me if I don't talk all rapidly fast, like an anxious person, just rushing to get my point across in the wrestling space. Okay? I'm not like everyone else. Okay? I actually take my time to speak and choose my words carefully. Like, just because I don't come on here and rant and I'm not like so angry all the time and have this vitriol in this wrestling space, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who I am. Like, I don't go to those lengths just to get all these views and likes and all this attention like everyone else is doing. Like, okay, yes, I'm gonna get views and all that stuff. That's important. But I'm not gonna be quick to jump to negativity. No one asked you to watch me in the first place, right? So if you don't want to watch my videos, then just click off. But if you can't sit through at least a minute of the dang on video, then that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. Because I have another channel, right, that I run, and I make videos showing my face, and people happen to watch 7 minutes or longer on my video. My average view duration is longer than 2-3 minutes. Okay? I have an audience that watches me more than 5 minutes. So it's definitely not me, it's definitely you. So on to the topic. When it comes down to Damien Priest and Drew McIntyre, the truth as to why we're getting this WrestleMania match that a lot of people are kind of frowning upon of and do not want to see this match. Here's the deal. Drew McIntyre, his misfortune, right? He's been feuding with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, mainly CM Punk. It seems that every time Drew gets screwed out of a world title shot, it's always at the expense or at the great fortune of Damien Priest. Okay? Every time Drew has had a failed cash-in, who was the one that benefited the most from that failed cash-in? Damien Priest. When Drew won the World Championship and he flaunted the world title in front of CM Punk and CM Punk snatched him and attacked him, who was the one that benefited from Drew McIntyre boasting in front of CM Punk? Damien Priest and cashing on Drew McIntyre. Okay? I don't know if there's any other instances from last year. Oh yeah, the Clash of the Castle when Drew lost in his home country and Punk cost him the World Championship and Damien Priest happened to beat Drew McIntyre in his home country. So that's 3 misfortunes for Damien Priest. Not from Damien Priest, from Drew McIntyre that happened to benefit Damien. Now fast forward to the Royal Rumble. Who's the guy that eliminated Drew McIntyre? Damien Priest. Who was the same guy that eliminated him from the chamber? Damien Priest. There's a pattern here. Okay? Every time Drew McIntyre finds himself into some misfortune, it's always Damien Priest that benefits from it. So Damien Priest at this point is a thorn on the side of Drew McIntyre that Drew McIntyre has to take down. Okay? Drew McIntyre has to now deal with Damien Priest accordingly and get rid of him, dispatch of him, So he is no longer a distraction. Okay. And Damien Priest, you know, was not always a threat to Drew McIntyre. But because of all the recent misfortunes happening with Drew McIntyre, Damien Priest got to be dealt with. So that's why we're getting this WrestleMania match. A lot of people are not going to like it. They think Drew should be in the main event scene. I agree. Damien Priest, in my opinion, has not really earned a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. But because the story with Drew McIntyre kind of tells itself from last year's WrestleMania, and Damien Priest just happens to be part of that storytelling. He happens to be a pawn in that whole situation. So it does make sense from a booking standpoint to do Damien versus Drew. That way you have Drew. He can finally deal with Damien Priest and take him out the picture. So that's that pretty much. And, it should be a decent match. I'm not saying this will not be a good match. I think this match should definitely help Damien Priest and help elevate him, if anything. And I'm expecting these two to, at least do a good job building up to the Mania match. Even if people are not going to like it or not anticipate it, it should be a good match. And that's the only reason Damien Priest is getting a one-on-one match. It's because of the star power that Drew McIntyre has.